Ray, and this is the Everyday City Carry podcast, episode 324. How's everybody doing tonight, dude? We're gonna be chilling. We got Gball in the house. He's not here yet, but he's gonna be here in a little bit. And I just decided to hop on time. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a punctual gangster, baby. We got the MWK in the house. Henry G, Marco, Brian Dorn, Mark Ridgewell, one of the New York City boys is here. Got Knives Are Life. I don't think I've ever seen your name before, but thank you for coming through. We got the Mark H, the homie Mark H. I already sent over your package, bro. I hope you like it. And we got the Ian Coates talking mad smack, as if he doesn't know that TikTok is just one of the places that give your boy the bag. Because TikTok is just one of the few places that I make money because people don't know what they're talking about when it comes to creating content. So the TikTok thing was absolutely crazy. It went down, and then all of a sudden it wasn't, and it was back, and I was just like, you know what I'm saying? So that's pretty much what happened with that. We got Marco in the house and Henry G as well. We get the BBB Shady in the house as well. I am drinking a caffeinated soda here. It's a 5-calorie sort of like, low-calorie soda type deal. Trump has raised back until he doesn't. I don't know. I don't get political on this show at all. But I do think there are a lot of changes that are happening, and at the very least, it's freaking exciting, dude. Because I definitely don't want another repeat of the past 4 years. You know what I mean? And this is from somebody that is like, I'm not from this country, but I have lived in this country since 1987. So I'm 44 years old. I've been in this country for over, let's see, how long have I been here? I've been here for a while. You know what I'm saying? Like at least like 30 years, So, it's always, I never want to get political, but it's definitely exciting to see like things happening. Like, I don't know if I agree with all the things, but like at least changes are being made, as opposed to like, if the same thing happens again, the next 4 years, if it was the same thing as the last 4, because I didn't like the last 4, you know what I'm saying? I just didn't, that's just the honest truth of it. I didn't like what happened. But yeah, that's how I feel about that. And people are going crazy over here, with all the political talk. It is definitely, it's definitely the hot thing right now as people are talking about it. I don't like to get too much into it. And here's my boy right here, the Gball.
Yo, what's up,
thinking
man?
that like, he does drugs, because like Gball to me is like a gram. That's what I was asking. That's the title of the show right now, is what is a Gball even?
A Gball?
It's a gram, bro. Like an 8-ball. You know what I'm saying?
It definitely could be that. It definitely could.
Yo, I see the back though. It's a spine whacker.
Yes, sir.
Yo, hell yeah.
Represent, man.
Dude, do you have merch? I gotta get
yet,
merch,
dude.
bro. You should get spine whacker merch, and I'm gonna get the HRC boys merch. Like, mad people ask me to make that shirt.
If I was more talented, man, I would have some extra things going. I'm trying to get. I don't have Streamlabs, so I'm trying to get the chat pulled up because I can't see what anybody's saying.
You need to have like your phone. Go on your phone and look at it.
Okay, got you.
The way I have it is, I'm gonna take a picture.
Oh,
wait.
And
you're gonna be like, it's very hard to do it with just one screen.
I'm gonna just my monitor's big enough that I'm going to
do 2 browsers.
Yeah,
you could do a YouTube browser and then just do it like that.
Yeah, that way I can just look right at everybody else. I was wondering what. There we go.
See that? Yep. You see that on the screen right now? That's what mine looks like. I have a tablet with the YouTube, and then because like I don't have room in this table for a dual screen setup, so I just leave it like that. And it's an easy way to not have to buy another monitor. I just have a tablet. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, I can say, dude, that I bought this desktop setup,
Yeah.
and I think the screen's like a 32, so
Yeah.
I can it's definitely a game changer compared to like 17 or a 19.
Oh, hell yeah. You know what's crazy? I just bought a 32 too, like the screen in that picture. I just
Mhm.
bought this maybe like a few months ago because I think maybe Cyber Monday I bought it.
Yep.
And this is my first time getting a 32 wide. And I
Yeah.
was really scared it wouldn't fit because I've got a very, very small, like,
Setup.
place. Yeah. And then it was like perfect, bro. It just lined up, just like flush. And
That's
really
awesome.
happy about that. But yo, thanks for doing the show, man. I really appreciate it. We've been talking about having you on here for a while since I did yours.
Yeah.
And I always am inspired by new people coming in and doing like cool things. And I remember the last time we spoke, you were coming in hot, like fresh off the spine whacking stuff, which like I feel like after that, it was like your channel like just went crazy after that. Cause I looked at your numbers today and I was like, oh, these numbers are really, really good, bro.
Yeah, I would say that probably was the turning point that I look back to. Probably the turning point for the channel for sure. It
Yeah, that was a good one.
I can say, dude, it's tough, like, at the beginning. Well, it's tough
Mhm. Mhm.
to catch the algorithm and actually get anywhere, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's I think it's a struggle for most people, you know? Unless you
Mhm.
have a massive, massive audience that you're gonna get 5 or 10,000 views no matter what, you put
Yeah.
up pretty much. But yeah, it's tough, man, every day, especially when you release 2 or 3 videos each day. I was saying earlier, man, it gets tough because you gotta do 3 thumbnails, you got 3 titles, you got 3, uh, 3 videos where you got links to pull from,
Mhm.
and depending, it could be multiple and just
Yeah.
all that sort of stuff, man. I was consumed for a little bit there the last couple of months going crazy with it.
It takes an obsession, really. I always tell people you need obsession and you need to have blind fucking optimism. Like if you don't have those two things, you will
Yeah.
not make it in this industry because even though like I've reached like a decent point, like it's not where I want to be, and it's like every day is different. It's like every day you wake up and your house is on fire and you're like putting out different fires and you're trying to build it better than the last time. And that's what it feels like every day. You're solving new problems every day, even though you're doing the same thing. Oh shit, I forgot this. Oh man, I got to do this here. Like, oh
Yeah.
man, I should do a video on that. Let me write it down. Or like sometimes you forget, oh, what was that video I thought of the yesterday? You know what I mean?
Yep.
And I do not miss making thumbnails. I'm gonna tell you that right now, bro. That shit is like I know how to do it, but it's so time consuming. And then you finish and you're like, this looks like shit, man.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Well, I don't know if but they
yeah,
just rolled out, where you can now it's triple the work.
yeah.
So I'm actually for my last 10 videos, which are some of my most successful. So there's a couple duds
Did you
mixed
do the
in my
AI
life.
testing, the thumbnail testing? Is that what you did?
Yeah, you can plug
Yeah.
in 3 completely different thumbnails, but
Mhm.
you have to create 3
Yeah.
completely different thumbnails. But so I've been just testing different, like, 2 words, no words,
Yeah.
me in the thumbnail, not in the thumbnail, just trying all kinds of different stuff to see what works.
Yeah.
But doing that and really honing the title in has really, even if it's slow starting, uh the video ultimately for the most part usually starts to climb up at some point. But
Your
it's
numbers are like really good for your channel size. Like if you think about your channel size right now, it's pretty much I think you're like at the same as like Tri-State, right? Around like 15. Is Tri-State 15? I think he is.
I think
Yeah.
he's a little higher than me.
Your numbers are better though. That's the thing, you know. I mean, Cole does his own thing. Like he's talked about this many times. Is like it's a detriment to himself that like he will only do videos of knives that he really likes. Whereas in you and I play a different game where it's like I'm gonna do a top 5 video. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do a
Yeah.
top 5 knife video or like badass knives that are under $80 type shit. You know, I do
Yeah.
that in the short form, you know, and it works really well.
Yeah.
Like Cole doesn't do that. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Um,
Yeah.
but I always say like you have to make knife content that like you like doing over and over again because if you don't, your audience is gonna know you don't like it either. That's why I kind of
Yep.
stopped trying to be like an expert, bro, because I'm not. You know what I'm saying? I'm not an expert, but like at the same time, I'm in this very like unusual situation where even though my audience knows way more than me, I play with so many more knives than they do. Like it's like every week is just insane. It could be like 50 packages in 1 week. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And then, you know, I'm just playing with all these knives and I'm having fun and I just like try to convey that in my videos. So that's like what I'm talking about is you want to make videos that you actually want to make or else you know it's not gonna look good. You know what I was gonna talk about when you're talking about the thumbnails,
Yeah.
like the guys that like are so good at the single video and getting mad views like my boy Maurice Moves. He's like a travel bag type dude, bro. This guy's fucking look at this. Yo, he
Oh,
made
I just discovered
yo,
him.
this
I just
dude is
discovered him like
so
2 weeks
gangster,
ago.
bro.
I
We hung out like me, Jared, and this guy in Atlanta. This it's very rare. I probably will never see this guy again. He's from
Right.
Canada and he was here for a business thing. So like I have mad footage of us hanging out with him that I haven't posted yet. But this guy is like a master of the not only the thumbnail, but the title.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
It
he says all the title, right? Even when you look at it on mobile or on a computer, it should fit. Like it should not be cut off. He like looks at the characters and all that. And then he'll hit us up and be like, "Yo, which thumbnail do you think is better?" He's actually the one that told me about the thumbnail tester thing. This guy is gangster,
yeah.
bro. Like look at this video.
Yep.
$200 versus 12,000 all black everyday carry kit. 832,000 views.
Yeah, man. Talk
Bro,
about
what the fuck are we what are we doing, bro?
catching the algorithm. See,
Yo.
I just found his channel, dude, like
Yeah,
2 weeks ago, probably within the last month. I'll say
yeah,
within the last month. I had no idea who he was. I stumbled on him. I think I was making an EDC setup video,
yeah.
which is actually one of my best performing videos in the last, like,
Those
week
do
or
really
2.
well if you make it good, man, and the thumbnail is good, title's good, like, it'll just catch real good.
But yeah, and I checked out his channel because I stumbled across one of his EDC setup videos, and I was like, "Man, this is not the same exact way he does his thumbnails, but a similar concept."
Yeah.
Like, that's where I wanna try to get maybe not quite on that level, but that's where I'm trying to get my crap, is a little bit closer to that.
I mean, if you keep on going the way you're going though, like, you know, just think about, like, how much you would have learned in 2026, like, this whole year, like, how much you learned last year and then this year, you know?
Right.
In
Right.
this
Oh,
business in this business, it's like you have to constantly adapt. Like back then, you know, you could do like I remember EDC pocket thump videos were crazy. Like 5, 6, 7 years ago, you do an EDC pocket thump video, and just because you had a lot of gear, people were
yeah.
watching it. Because at that time, I think there was a big like YouTube like knife EDC boom. You know, Ben was in Blade HQ, they were doing those, and like Shabazz, like all of these like legends from back then you could do like an EDC pocket thumb video. You could just be a regular guy and it'll go crazy. And
Yeah.
now it's very different because I tell people you are in competition with every business, every entity, every actor, and every individual. Literally every topic on earth is your competition because you are all trying to get the attention of that viewer. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And like people's attention now is like you got to have them like right away or it's over. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Yep.
So, yeah, it's just different now. You can't just do, like, a pocket dump and then that's it, you know? You gotta work real hard. I mean, you're
And ba
pumping out mad videos, and it's
and
like
and back then, you could put the title "Pocket Dump,"
Yeah,
EDP Pocket Dump, and you'd
no
get
word.
200,000 views.
Yeah,
You do that now,
it's
you
over.
you could get lucky. You could
Yeah,
get lucky if you're like a decent channel size. You could get lucky, but even still, it
yeah.
might not. It's probably not going to do that well. Just people's. It's going to more people, so and people have kind of upgraded what they expect
Mhm.
from a couple years back, like thumbnail and title weren't a huge deal back then because
Yeah.
YouTube was a fair, like, it's still kind of in its infancy. I mean, it's still pretty new in a sense, but especially 6, 8 years ago, it had only been around for how long? When did YouTube actually
2006, I think.
Yeah, and when did, like, people really start? It wasn't until, like, '08 when creators really kinda started to
Yeah,
hurdle more toward, you know what I mean? Back then, it was
right.
kinda when it first came around, it was a very, very, very niche thing.
Bro, you wanna see some wild shit right now? This is your boy right here. 2006, November 13, bro. How insane is that? This is your boy, that's me. I used to use YouTube to just post glow sticking videos.
Oh,
And
really?
yeah, like I was one of these guys that were like so sick with glow sticking. Like it was like breakdancing at that time. There was a boom for it. You know what I mean? And I was going to raves and just mad sick of glow sticking. Like, and I just thought of YouTube as a place to upload videos for free
Yeah,
because
yeah,
back then it wasn't free, bro.
yeah.
It was not free. You had to pay for hosting. YouTube was like the first place you didn't have to pay anything, and then you could just host a video, and it was like revolutionary. But I never thought that you could make money. And if I kept posting, like, who knows what would have happened? Oh, this is a crazy move right here. Look at that shit.
Oh, dude, if
Your
you woulda
boy's
kept
crazy.
doing that stuff,
Yeah,
who knows
I
where
could
it
have been
coulda went.
Jabberwocky, bro. You know what
Dude.
I'm saying?
Well, and if you expanded, like, from,
Yeah.
kept in a similar idea, yeah.
Just like tutorials type.
Yeah.
I would have taken too many e-pills and died, I think. That's probably what would have
Well,
happened.
yeah, probably better to be where you are now.
But, you know, YouTube, I think no one understood it, and now it's this giant thing. Before
Yeah.
we get too lost into the weeds with, because I could talk to you about I could you and me, like, when it comes to content, we could fucking talk about it forever, and everyone in the audience is gonna get bored.
Yeah, that
What are you carrying right now?
Ooh, that's a good one. Okay. So I got the new Megaron Arma 2,
Oh, nice.
and it's
Nice.
it's as beastly
Ooh,
and badass as you would think it is. I got the unboxing coming for that here
wow.
pretty soon.
Did
But yeah,
Sam hook
man.
you up with that?
What's that?
Did Sam hook you up with that?
Yeah.
Damn, you lucky yo, he sends me stuff sometimes, and I'm
Dude,
always appreciative of it. Migron makes badass stuff, dude.
I'll tell you a story about
Okay,
me
okay, okay.
me and Megaron a
Okay, okay,
different
okay.
time, but he finally did send that,
Yeah,
along, and so I have that, which is awesome. Like, if you like a full size,
yeah.
250 thousandths blade stock thickness, dude, .67 on the handle thickness, just ridiculous,
Wow.
dude, and
How's the
then
clip on that? Usually when I get Migrons, the clips are too tight, bro, like,
dude,
a lot of them.
I say that in the unboxing, and dude,
It's so
it's
tight.
it's beautiful. No,
Oh,
it's
nice.
they fix like it's fixed, dude. It's easy in,
Dude, you know what's
easy in.
crazy? I was watching one of your videos today, right? That $35 rake, like, video, and, like, I saw you do the Hank thing to demonstrate the pocket clip going in, and I was like, "That's ill, yo." Like, I wish I thought of that, because 'cause I've seen people, like, cut the jeans up and do the thing, but I've never seen the handkerchief one.
I tried to when we got okay. Well, let me talk about. I'll cover the other knife that I've had quite a bit. That's
Ooh, I love that one.
the smoke show.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
I've had this in my pocket quite a bit, man. To be honest.
It's Ken Onion.
Yeah,
Ken
yeah.
Onion, bro. The New York City boys love Ken Onion.
And
You know?
and I've been seriously Well, at least a quarter of the year. So a quarter of 2024 and then all of 2025, I've been rocking a Ken Onion pretty much
Every day?
almost every single day between
Buckhorn?
the buckhorn
Buckhorn's fire, yeah.
and this, dude. Yeah, I've had a Ken Onion, which I never really had much Ken Onion stuff, a little bit, but
Yeah.
yeah, this thing is beautiful. If you like a flipper,
Mhm. I like that
beautiful
knife a
knife.
lot. Yeah, it's from, Reich Katuo, right? I think it's
Yep,
Katuo, baby, probably.
yep,
They've been
yep,
hitting you up?
yep,
I
yeah,
love yo,
a little
those
bit.
guys are so cool. They've been hitting me up, and I think they've been a little bit more. I like companies that understand that if you were to pay for traditional marketing, it is so much more expensive. Like, it would be like 10x the amount versus, like, sending a content creator a knife that has, like, a decent following.
Right.
And I think they've adapted that model a lot in maybe, like, the second half of last year, and, like, they definitely have a list because, like, I see my boys, like, we have the same stuff, and, like, they're one of the brands that, like, I love it now. Like, when they, like, hit me, I'll go the extra mile for them. Like, let's say let's say they just sent me the smoke show, right? I will do, like, a smoke show video, maybe, like, 3 videos on that, and then I will do, like, a collection update almost every time. So they're getting, like, 4 videos from me, which is
Yeah,
actually more expensive if I charge them,
yeah,
than just sending me, like, a $200 knife, and I keep that relationship really positive because I like the guy that
yeah.
sends the stuff. He lives here in New York. I didn't know that.
Oh,
He lives, like,
really?
near me, bro. I'm
Oh,
like,
I
but
didn't know that
I don't
either.
meet up with him, but I learned about that at Blade Show last year. I bought a Reich Lamella from them,
Ooh,
because I try to buy whenever I go to shows, I try to buy something from the companies I really like, you know?
yeah,
I'll
yep,
often, say yes to things just because I like, the feeling of talking and working with them. Like, often, I'll get a good gut feeling, and even though, like, money's not there or they're not offering, like, a huge thing, you know what I mean?
yeah,
Like, a huge sample or whatever it is, or samples, whatever. Like, I'll
yeah,
do it because I want to work with them because, it's like, dude, like, I work for myself. Like, I want my work environment to be as positive as possible. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Um but yeah, like, I bought a Reich Lamella from him, and he felt bad. He was like, "Yo, I know," because my daughter was there. This is my first time bringing my daughter traveling, and she
Mhm.
was, like, in her little crib, and Kelly was there, my wife was there. He's like, "Oh, man, I don't want you to buy it, because, like, I know you had a kid." And he's like, Let me give you a buckhorn."
Oh,
And I
yeah.
was like, "Yo, like, you didn't have to do that. I wanted to," you know what I mean? It's part of the game.
Support.
It's part of the networking. You gotta, you know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
yep.
So, and then he did that, and then, I think the first time I met him was at NYCKS, and, like, they were like, "Yo, why do you always make Kizer videos? How about us?" I'm like,
Oh,
you know?
nice.
And I was like, in my, like, my heart and shit, I was like, "Damn, I hope they fucking work with me," because who doesn't
Yeah,
wanna work with Reich and Katuo, yo?
ye dude,
You know what I'm
I
saying?
I had only, you know, checked out their knives from afar. I
Yeah.
never handled none of their stuff, until 2024.
High
So
quality
some
shit.
of the best.
Yeah. Like
Some of
like
the
like React quality type shit. Yeah, like the fit and finish, machining, crazy.
Yeah, I've often said they're a combination of Riot, Kunwu, and then a company that doesn't exist. So they
Yeah.
have their own thing.
Uh-huh.
And so I think they are seriously on another level when it comes
Mhm.
to certain things. I don't know if there's anyone that comes close to some of the stuff they do.
Just wild stuff, really wild, and, like, top quality materials, like,
Yeah.
it's like people will look at this on paper or on screen and be like, "Oh, why is it 250 or why is it 325?" And I'm like, "Listen, like, you can buy, a Wii, or you can buy, like, insert name of a brand for $200. It doesn't feel like what this feels like. You know what I'm
No,
saying? Like, the intricacy of this stuff going on, it takes money to do that, and I
that's
always say fit and finish and build quality should count for something.
that's why
Oh, the
so
buckhorn, crazy, the aluminum one. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
this is the aluminum version here,
Mhm.
and I carried this for months. Like, I raved and raved about this knife for months, but it is in 14C,
Yeah.
and it's $150, which I understand.
Mhm.
You could say 14C is not worth that, but 14C is a phenomenal steel. It is super steel tough. It's got great corrosion resistance and holds a decent edge, and it's easy to sharpen.
Yeah.
You mix that with this pattern on this handle. They do a
Crazy.
two-tone contoured
Mhm.
aluminum handle, so two different textures,
Mhm.
contoured, just ridiculous.
Yeah, the micro milling, like the curves, like of the patterns, just it's not cheap to do all that stuff.
And the build quality just
Insane.
superb. Some of the best action you could ask for. Yeah, I fell in love with this knife. I messaged I probably messaged them twice over
Yeah,
the a couple week period and told them, like, "This knife is so badass, like,
yeah.
so well done, so well designed." Like, for an EDC knife, it's got that low tip, like, it's if you're opening a lot of boxes, you're doing a lot of longer cuts, it's just got that very casual belly and then that canted down tip. I just love the blade shape. Kinda reminds me of Liang Ma, like, with the cuff almost, how
Mhm.
his kinda comes up and then cants down a little bit at the end, but, yeah, love that blade shape.
Yeah, I mean, let me ask you this, right? Because I see a comment here from fellow content creator here, Titanium Justin. He said, "I would love to be on that list, haha." Like, in the very beginning, right, you were on no list. Like, it took me fucking forever for I mean, because I started back then when it was even drier. The sample pool was drier than now it's wet, bro. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like companies understand, oh, these guys are gonna get the word out. You know, back then they were like, oh, I don't know. I don't know how the internet works. Now it's like they
yeah,
know. But back then in the beginning, like companies don't send you anything. Um, and I had a talk with Justin about this. Like, I'm just joking, actually, half joking, half like giving advice to other people who want to get started and like who think that they're just gonna get free stuff right away, or like we just get free stuff for nothing. You know what I mean?
right.
It's like this is the amount of work that you put into this to get into a position where you have fucking leverage over these companies. You have to do so much, yo, because there's a bunch of guys that are doing it. You know what I'm saying? So
Ye
it's like you get to a point where you actually can say like, "Oh, I get X amount of views on all my platforms. This is what I can offer you. This is my average. This you could get technical with it. Most of them don't even care about that. Like they just know about you because they've seen you. You
yeah,
know, it's kind of like with Reich and Katuo. I didn't even have a connect with them, but they saw how many videos I was posting on Instagram. I think this is when I
yeah,
was posting like 8 times a day. They were like, "What the fuck? This guy's crazy." And he's Asian. Let's link up with him. You know what I mean?
right.
So,
Yeah,
um,
yeah,
it's like your body of work is going to represent you to the point where like the companies will just come. You know what I'm saying? That's what happened to me. Like I'm not really good. I'm not a good marketer or salesman where I can go up to a brand and be like, "Yo, what's up? My name is Ray. I run." I'm terrible at that. My
yeah,
wife, like, does it for me, honestly. Like, Kelly will talk to whatever, Demko, and be like, "Yo, this is my husband." You know what I mean? But,
yeah,
like, your body of work should represent you, so that way when they do check you out, like, you give your business card and they check you out, like, "Yo, this guy puts in a lot of work. Like, this guy's gonna, do stuff
yeah,
for us."
yeah.
So, in the beginning, you don't get shit, dude. Like, it's fine. Join some
Well,
passed around groups. That's the number one thing, I think.
and
And I know Justin's in a bunch of them. That's like the beginning. Build your reputation up from there.
everybody right, right. I would say and two, something else to understand is no matter how you do it, like, they're expecting you to perform. So
Yeah.
it's a "what have you done for me today" type of business. So,
Mhm.
if you're not I've seen, creators get not just in the EDC world, but all over the place, and
Yeah.
you get cut if you're not if you fall off or whatever, you're gonna eventually get cut off depending on your
Mhm.
stat where you're at, but it's definitely a what have you done lately for me type of business. And then as far as starting out, had I not dumped as much money into getting new knives, I think I spent my first year on YouTube, I spent like 10 grand
Damn.
in knives
I spent a
to
lot too, but I don't know about 10, but I spent a lot. I spent everything I had.
yeah,
Yeah.
right. Well, luckily I was working like pretty good job, you know, and doing YouTube as kind of just to do it, right? And I was dumping I guess in my mind I had more than that
Mhm.
planned, but back then it was like, you know, nothing. It's nothing serious because not, you know,
Yeah.
you're just getting started. But had it not been for me spending all that money plus putting like, if you go back
Time.
and look through my channel from the time it started, don't watch any of the early videos, but go back to the beginning and you'll see an average of 2 videos every day for the last 2 years and some change. Like that's how many videos I've put out since I started. I think my channel's at like 3,500. Now
Yeah.
that's counting shorts.
Yeah.
So not quite that many. It's not quite 3,500 full length videos, but you know, let's just say it's 1,500 shorts and 2,000 videos. That's still 2,000 videos in, you know, 26 months or
It's a
so.
lot.
That's a shit ton.
Yeah.
That's
How
a
do you
ton.
even see how many you have?
I
Is it
think it's right on
Oh,
the
it's in the
homepage,
top.
isn't it?
Damn, you have 3.5K and have 3.8K right now. That
Yeah.
means you made a lot, 'cause I've been around longer. I took a long break at one point. Well, I don't know what it was, like, I did one video and it, like, crushed. It was like a ZT-0456 video. I dressed up like a ninja, like Iron Man. I was running around NYC. It was like I was doing shit that, like, EDC people just did not do. And they were
Right.
like, "Oh, this guy's the shit. Like, we need a guy like this," you know? And also, there was no Asians doing fucking content in EDC when I did it.
Right.
And also, I was in New York City, right? But, like, I did that, and then I did another video, which was like a tag video, like a those tag videos that people used to do. And the third video was the one about my dad and how he passed away, and then I bought this knife that was $1,000. The knife had the same name as him. And then after that, I didn't make a video for a long time, like a
Uh-huh.
few months. But yeah, man, like I remember those early days were crazy. And speaking of early days, I have your very first video right here, bro.
Yeah, it's trash. It's trash. Oh, no.
What's up, guys? It's Gball.
You
I
gotta
wanted to
think.
do a unboxing.
Yo, what night? Oh, the Christensen, the
You
Maverick.
got this. So I'm somebody who I hated having my photo taken. I
Yeah,
hated talking unless I had something to say to anyone, let
yeah,
alone talking to a camera or a microphone.
yeah.
And I was typically really blasted. So a combination of being very
Oh shit, sorry. Yeah, keep going.
a
My bad.
combination of being very uncomfortable and blasted.
Yeah.
They were horrendous video,
It
like,
it's bro, it's fine.
horrendous.
But yeah, I just wanted to do a quick overview of it.
I mean, dude, for a first time guy like doing it, I, like people have this. People who do this for a living always think their first few videos are like garbage, and I'm gonna. It's not that bad. Like I've seen like worse. I've seen worse right now, and it's not their first video.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
When you look back on it, even me, like when I watch my stuff back then, um, I do think my first video was very creative. Like I there was even right now, like if you were to watch that video, people still think it's cool, but the cadence, the way I'm talking is not good. Like, I
Right.
could tell I'm not comfortable.
Yeah.
First of all, I'm on heavy drugs in that video. Like, I'm talking like I was an addict in that video. Like, no one could tell, you know? But like, I did make jokes and stuff. I was trying to be funny, but when I watch it, I remember what I was doing or like what was in my head when I made that video. And
Right.
it's just cringy, dude.
Yeah, and I can too, and it's I remember how that's the key word, is being uncomfortable as hell, you
Yeah.
know, because
Mm-hmm.
especially when you're someone who, like me, I really didn't. I'd get wild and rowdy, once in a while, but in normal circumstances, I'm not one to just, go talk in front of people and go film myself doing this, So it was completely out of my normal realm of things for sure.
Look, he says, how come Ray looks like he's in Miami, but Gball looks like he's in the frozen NY? Are you in a
Dude,
garage or something? Or
I'm on the it's a enclosed porch is what it actually is.
oh, and it's like cold.
Yeah, I gotta get some insulation. I'm gonna run
Yeah.
some foam board insulation in here
You got
in
snow up there?
March. It's cold as shit here right now,
Yeah, it's like I
everybody.
think it's like 20 right now over
Here
here.
it's 15 degrees with a
Fuck no.
-2 wind chill.
Oof.
So yeah, it's cold out here.
Yikes. I had to do a lot of snow blowing and like a little bit of shoveling earlier. We got some snow up here, but nothing too crazy, you know.
Yeah.
But it was break. I had to build I had to go to the garage right before I did this. I had to build like a Nordic bench that a shop on TikTok sent me, and it was fucking
Oh,
freezing in the garage, bro. So I
yeah.
was there for like 45 minutes just like building this thing. So it must be cold right there. You're in like an enclosed porch.
Yeah, there's like I have a heater going and then I have a propane heater going.
Holy
The
shit.
the issue is the heat escapes so quickly.
Mhm.
So I need to run some foam board, which won't cost a whole lot, but not only will it help with like heating or cooling, but it should make the sound even better in here. It's pretty good in here, but
Yeah.
it'll make it even better, kind of eliminating
Do you have a pod mic? Is that what you're using? Rode pod
yeah,
mic?
right now I'm
Oh,
using
dude.
typically
I got the same. Right now, I
oh,
got the first gen though.
oh nice, dude.
Yeah, dude, that's the new ones. Those look sick.
I've been using these a lot.
What's that?
The Hollyland Mark IIs.
Oh. Oh, they're like lavalier type mic. You put them in your phone or something, or?
Yeah, well, you can get USB-C.
Oh, yeah, I know what they are.
They're
Oh, those are sick. They're like
dude,
magnetic, right?
you can clip it to your shirt. You can do whatever, dude. They send a
That's sick.
necklace with it.
Oh, yeah, I've seen those. Those are sick.
And they sound. I've done videos like I'm a nut, and that's the other thing people don't see is like the shit that goes on behind the scenes where,
Equipment, you mean?
well, yeah, that too, like the money that goes into equipment, but
So
like
money.
filming,
Mhm.
just sometimes I'll do a top 10 video that I have to script out in a sense,
Yeah.
and something will happen 4 knives in, and since I'm not editing yet, I'm learning how to do it, but because of that and because I don't edit, I have to completely restart the video, depending on what it
No
is,
way,
of
bro.
course.
You
Yeah,
have
dude.
to learn how to edit a little bit. Just how to,
Yeah.
like, chop footage.
Yeah, I gotta do it. I'm learning.
Bro, it's not hard.
I got DaVinci
Oh,
Resolve.
okay, first of all, let me tell you something right now. DaVinci is fucking hard. Okay? Like
Oh,
you
it
can
is?
use no, so the gold standard of the like video industry is Adobe Premiere, right? If you're really good at Premiere, you can pretty much like get a job editing for brands and stuff, right? I don't use that shit because it's too complicated for what I need it to do. I could probably use it, and I feel the same way about like DaVinci Resolve. It's like I like apps that like the stuff is right there. I can drag it if I want. I can do this if I want. I don't have to go through like a menu and then a sub menu and then another sub menu to do one thing. I just
Yeah.
want to drag the clip, use the scissor icon to cut my mistake out, and then the rest of the clip goes in. That's all I want to do. Most of my videos, a lot of people are like, yo, your videos are edited super well. And I'm like, they're not actually. The reason why I have all of those angles is because I know how to just split clips, right? And then my camera is this, right? This shoots in 4K 60 frames. And if I'm shooting a video, right? Like, let me turn this around real quick. So this is how I do it this way, right? If I'm shooting a long form, I can do this, and it's long form. And if I'm shooting a short form video, I can go like this. So if I want, let's say I'm doing a video and I'm pointing at the knife like this, right? And I'm like, oh shit, Gball's new Wee knife, sack buster. It's sick knife right now, right?
Right.
And then I'm like, okay, let me get another angle. Let me get an angle where I'm in it. I will just put the camera right here, and I got the angle here already. You know what I'm saying? My goal is to change the angle many times so the audience is never bored. I don't stay at an angle for more than 2 seconds. You know what I mean? So I'm like, yo, yeah, the sack buster is super dope. Gball thought about it when he was freezing his balls off in his porch, so he calls it the sack buster.
Right.
And then I'm like, all right, let me do an action type shot where a movement happens, right? So I'm gonna go like this, and I'm gonna be like this. Yo, so what else you can do with the sack buster? I do stuff like that, and people think that's good editing. It's not good editing. It's just I know how to use and manipulate angles very quickly because I have a camera that I can put anywhere I want. It's magnetic, so I can get really crazy angles that nobody else gets. I can,
Right.
you know, I can do, I can walk around with a knife, you know? So it's like, that's my style of video. So I don't think I'm necessarily a good editor. I just know how to manipulate angles, and I can edit those clips very quickly. That's like the only thing. But when it comes to like, can I use Adobe Premiere? I probably can, but it would take me a lot longer. I use CapCut. I use KineMaster is another one that I use. And then I also use, like, I've used Filmora. I've used all that stuff, a lot of the lower end like apps, because all I want to do is cut my clips. I don't need to do fancy transitions. I'm not manipulating the color like some of these cinematography guys, because you're not doing that, right?
No.
Yeah, exactly. So
No, I just need to like
cut the
maybe
clips.
Yeah, if I want to like cut something out quick
Yeah.
or maybe put some words on the
Yes, yes,
screen.
text. That's all I want. And like, to me, there are apps that do that easier, that give you a high frame rate, high quality videos without having to do all that extra stuff. DaVinci is like, if you're like everyday minimalist or Ron Kwok and you're doing these crazy color graded cinematography type videos, which you
Yeah.
and I are not those guys. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You just want to learn how to edit the clips fast, and that's it. So my advice is like, don't use DaVinci, bro. DaVinci is fucking, it's mad complicated.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
That's
You
why
know?
I'm learning it,
Yeah.
dude. That's
Yo,
why
if
I'm not.
I wish that I could just show you like how to edit a video. Like I would just need 10 minutes, and then you'll be like, oh shit. And then it'll change like everything, I think.
If you think about it,
Yeah.
can you film yourself? Can you do
Mhm.
it on your phone? Can
I
you
can
do
do
it
it on
on
my phone. Yeah. I edit everything on my phone. Everything. I don't
and
even
then
use a
just
computer anymore.
like just show me, film you doing it maybe, and
Oh, like a little tutorial type thing, and I just give you a little clip, and I'm like,
yeah,
this is how I edit it.
because I have no clue, dude.
Okay,
Like,
okay.
think of me as someone who's never
Have you
like I
played video games before?
yeah,
Okay. Like how recent?
fairly recently. I play a little bit of the Nintendo Switch.
Okay, so you know how to read menus and stuff like that. That's all you need. If you've played video games, you can learn how to edit. It's like, but
Yeah,
if you go to the professional grade stuff, you know, people go to school for that shit. You're gonna have to watch a fuck ton of YouTube.
yeah.
But
That's
if
why
you
I
just,
have no
yeah,
clue
yeah,
what.
if you just use the apps that I use, you're like, oh shit, this is so easy. Like, and it makes your workflow
Yeah,
way faster.
I need that.
I'm
I
gonna show
don't
you.
need
I'm
all
gonna show
that.
you. I'm glad
Yeah,
you told me, because I love talking about this. I have some topics here. Fuck, we talked for so long, bro. Every time I have guests on that I like, I just fucking just talk and shit. Let me look up what I have here, because I do have some actual questions. I have some actual topics and stuff. So we're gonna get to the Informer segment right now. All right. So have you heard of this Geo knife brand?
yeah.
Okay. Have you tried them?
No, not yet.
Okay, so let's talk about this, because I've been hearing a lot of like rumors, let's say, or just like rumblings in the chats of like who these guys are. So this is Geo knife. I am carrying one right now. I'm carrying the titanium version that you can see right there. It is $125 for M390 at 60 to 62 HRC with titanium, and you've got like a pretty sick like golf ball type pattern. $125. Crossbar lock, adjustable, just like the Kizer drop air. And then they drop an Ultim one, which is $65. An M390 at the same HRC. Like, what do you think about that? How are they making money off $65, bro?
It's a good question. They sent me an email.
Yeah.
And they were getting ready to send me stuff, and then I don't know what happened. Something to do with, I don't know.
Oh, I know what it was. They're on holiday right now.
Oh, that's what it was. Yeah,
they're gonna send it probably after. Because I asked them, I'm like, listen, I just made 3 videos for you guys. I will make like 10 if you send me the Ultim one and maybe the DLC one if you want, you know, because I make multiple videos per knife. And they said, oh, our factory is closed for the holiday, but we'll email you once we get back. I think that's probably what happened.
Yeah.
This knife has impressed the shit out of me. First of all, like, the build quality of this is absolutely insane. Like, I can't believe it. You know, I think when I first saw it, I was like, oh, this is gonna feel like a Tucson, maybe. You know what I mean? Like that kind of quality, titanium, that kind of build. No, this is very clean. And
so what's it feel like to you? Like if you had to close your eyes, you didn't know it was Geo knife, and you just pulled it out of the box.
That's a good question. Oh shit.
Is it on best tech level?
You know what? I hate to say this, but I think this is higher quality than Kizer.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm not I wouldn't debate that with you.
Yeah. So I mean, not that I don't like Kizer. I like a lot of Kizer's knives. They're good for certain things. I go to them for certain things, and I think people do too. That's why they have a lot of fans, you know.
Yeah.
But in terms of like the build quality, this is a higher level. This feels like somebody mentioned that they think this is QB, and I felt QB knives that could feel like this, but I feel like the execution of the design is higher. But then a lot of people, you know, have said this is like a drop air and a bug out had a baby, and that is very, very close because I actually did a video of the drop air and this side by side, and they look very similar, dude.
If the M390 comes back at like a 60 as like, you know, the low end, you know, so say if they're doing M390 and they're shooting like 60, 61 on the M390.
Is that really bad?
No, that's great. Like if they're shooting 60, 61 on the HRC and they're giving it out for 60, 70 bucks. I mean,
it's crazy.
That's an insane deal for customers. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, I would have to think if
they have to be making it themselves, right? They have to be making it themselves because they wouldn't be able to charge 65.
Yeah, they would have to be. Oh, yeah, they would have to be the ones making it themselves.
Somebody in my comment section said the same thing. Like I heard in a group chat that they think that it's QB, and then I heard in my comment section somebody said, "I think this is QB." Their company is very similar in name, like Global Knife or something, and this is Geo Knife. And I was like, so I don't know. I haven't asked. I want to get the other knives first, and then
my thought would be it could be Kubi. I'll be interested to get one in my hand and see, but it could be Kubi, but maybe they see. It makes me wonder if it isn't them because they just introduced their premium KB line.
Yeah,
their premium KB line. So unless they've decided to take it to even a higher level, like they're trying to compete with like the likes of Riot or whatever under a different name. But that is interesting. There's some companies out there. I wonder who's doing it. You know, who's
somebody in
the
the chat just said, I do think it's QB. They just started doing 14C in titanium for 125. But 14C and M390 is fucking leagues different, especially at the HRC, like that they're claiming.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, not that 14C is bad. It's fucking dope. I love 14C, but titanium and M390 at 60 to 62. It's crazy. Like I just can't even believe. Like I can't even believe that. What's more unbelievable is the $65 price point with the Ultim. Like I can't believe it.
Yeah.
Like it's so crazy. Somebody said here about Knife Global or something.
Do they list the HRC?
Yeah, they do.
What do they say it is?
Let's see. 60 to 62.
Really?
Yeah, it's right here.
I would have to think, boy, it does look like a Kubi internet website.
Yeah. Somebody said that it was on knifeglobal.com, which is like QB's like shop or something, right?
Yeah.
But I can't find it there, the ethereal cutter. I don't see it. So maybe it's under GeoKnife. I'm trying to like find this.
So
I see GeoKnife, the brand, on Knife Global.
Maybe it is the sister company to Kubi.
Yeah,
then.
so I don't see that knife though.
Right.
We're like playing Sherlock Holmes right now. Like I'm not even doing the fucking giveaway. Like people are gonna get pissed. Like
so here's my thoughts on it, dude.
Yeah.
So wait a minute.
See, this is GeoKnife right here, but like not that knife. But it is on QB's website, which is Knife Global, right? This is a QB website. That's what people are saying in the chat.
Knife Global is Kubi, yeah.
Yeah. Has QB ever been caught with their pants down, like with the HRC stuff? I don't think so. I think they have a pretty good reputation so far.
No, not that I'm aware of. Have they ever had any issues? Not with their D2, 14.
I see Mark Ridgewell here. You know, he's an HRC boy, 100%, like through and through. Advertised HRC is just a number till it's tested. So that is fair. That is fair.
Here's my thoughts on that, though. That's true. Okay.
Yeah.
But there's two different kinds of companies. One that just jumps in without any idea of the market and what's going on. And those are the companies you find like way at the bottom, typically. There are exceptions. But like Monster came out of nowhere, dude. And we're putting out some blaster knives. Like
all three knives they have out right now. The Glide Man, the Aurora Raise, and what's the other one? Urban Grip.
Yeah.
Fire.
Yeah, absolutely fire.
Yeah.
So like that kind of opened my eyes up to companies can just come in and they don't got to put a $50, $60 knife out. They can put a $200, $300 knife out for their first knife. And that's what they did.
Yeah.
And it's solid. It's just they didn't have quite the push, you know, they're a smaller, newer company, so it's just not going to be as well known. But yeah, that's a company to keep your eye out on. But so my point is companies like that vet the market before they come in. And I think if they vetted the knife community, which it seems like GeoKnife and Monster have done, they're going to know that we're going to test these knives. It's eventually going to get tested. There's no point. They have to know there's no point in lying about an outcome of their steel or whatever it is. It's going to get found out. It might not be within a couple weeks, kind of like RPM 9. It didn't happen for a year or 2 years, but it happened that it was found out it wasn't what it is.
Yeah.
So, but like this steel could easily be solved if somebody like LTK gets a hold of two of them and he's able to punch, you know, like one or two of their knives, or three would be better, but a couple, and see what they come in at. Somebody that has a reliable tester, you know, who's been doing it with
I would be surprised
tester.
if LTK doesn't have this shit. Let's fucking let me look actually, bro.
I bet he's for sure one of the people who has gotten one or he's about to get one, but I doubt he has tested.
He has a GeoKnife here, just not
tested.
No, he has a different like knife, not that one.
Oh.
Yeah, he has like a GeoKnife 902.
Does it?
So,
see, some of those he has to send off. Like he has to send those off specifically, then it takes a little bit, then he gets them back. But if like we were to get a hold of him or let him know like, hey,
yeah.
test these things out. He can have it sent off or whatever.
I'm trying to think of what to give
Oh
away
yeah,
right
yeah.
now.
Marco said transparent knives. That's true
Oh
too,
yeah,
right
transparent
there.
knives could do it 100%, and he'll
Yeah,
like make
yeah.
a really like long funny video about it. Well,
Oh, Apex
he'll make
Alchemy.
people mad and shit. Like,
So yeah, it's not just LTK. Like if he's
yeah.
busy or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
transparent knives probably do it or whatever.
Dude, it's so funny when I saw Brian Wright transparent knives in Atlanta. I was like, yo, bro. I was shooting a video, and I was like, yo, I heard you're making a video about me. Like as a joke, because it's always some controversy. Like,
Yeah,
we
I
both like
know.
laughed and shit. No, he's mad cool. Like I'm cool with him.
I didn't get to meet him at
He's
Blade
super
Show.
cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's quite a few people I didn't get to meet.
I try to be cool with all the Asian creators because there's like fucking less than 10 of us, bro. You know what I mean? So
Right.
it's like, we have like a brotherhood without having one. You know what I'm saying? So like when I see him, we talk about Asian-y shit, like anime and fucking
Right.
like, yeah, the boobs on that fucking girl in that one episode. It's crazy.
There's some surprisingly
Yeah.
nice boobies on the
Oh,
anime.
dude, bro, people that say anime is for kids have clearly never watched Berserk. You know what I mean? Which is like, this is like rape and like a ton of shit in it, and like people getting cut in half, and like, because it's a medieval like knight, swords, and that kind of like fighting.
No
You know what I'm
shit.
saying? So it's very graphic and adult, and it's a meme. Usually I made the meme too, where like I pretended I'm reading Berserk to my daughter, and people are like DMing me like, "No, don't do it." 'Cause I have the book.
Yeah.
All right, I have to give away shit right now. Are people gonna get mad? I just, guys, I'm sorry, I didn't set aside any giveaway shit, but I just looked up, whatever was in my fucking drawer, and I'm gonna give away, some budget stuff here. Okay, I don't even know what knife this is called. I think this is from Trevisa. It's like some
Yeah.
funky looking one. But I'm gonna give it away. Let's do the number from 1 through 60. And because like my daughter is upstairs, bro. And my family's taking care of her while I'm doing this. All right. And like we had too much fun. We'll do this again for sure.
Yeah.
It was a really good episode right now. All right, I got the number from 1 through 60. Go. But yeah, dude, thank you so much for doing this, man. Like time flew by like quick. So we're definitely gonna do more of these. And yeah, if you ever, definitely ask me about anything, would definitely enjoy like having the chats and stuff. I wanted to do this sooner, and I saw your DM, but like it got lost in the fucking weeds. Like sometimes the DMs go like this sometimes, especially over the holiday. It's like Merry Christmas or like Happy Birthday. My birthday and Christmas came like back to back, and the fucking DMs just went like this, and it went all the way to the bottom. And it wasn't until you like messaged me again that I was like, oh shit, I was supposed to reply back to him.
Yeah, that happens to me too, man.
Yeah,
It happens to me too, where I'll lose track of conversations.
Mm-hmm.
No problem, dude.
Yeah.
That's great, man.
All right, so we were able to finally do it. Everybody follow Gball Vision, by the way. You could plug your channels right now, Instagram and TikTok too. You just got TikTok today, right?
Yeah, man. I realized on my other phone I had downloaded the app, dude. And I remembered right after I sent you the message, I was like, man, I don't have it. I was all disappointed. I thought like a few minutes later, I was like, dude, my other phone has it downloaded.
That's so funny. Can you ask if Gball ever got hit up by No for the spine whack?
Oh, I never got hit up about that, but he did get a hold of me right before one of his last knives dropped.
Yeah.
Was gonna send me one and this and that, and then something like he reached out to me.
Yeah.
Then something happened. And
Greg said, what's with all the numbers? You have to guess the number from 1 through 60, and I'm giving away this Trevisa right here. All right. Greg, you don't know I give away things every Monday? Every Monday, bro. So 1 through 60, this is the last call. Get your numbers in right now. All right, so what were you saying? He was going to send you stuff, and then he didn't.
Yeah, it was right before, I want to say, it was sometime
Was it
in
the Raiden
November.
2? That was
Is
his
that
last.
is that what released? Like, yeah, it was the
R2 or something. Raiden R2, right?
It was the Raiden 2.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it was. And then something happened. And I didn't hound him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You want to send it, you don't. I don't
Yeah.
need you to send it.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
it's cool if you want to, but I'm
Yeah.
not gonna, send me it,
I'm
and I'll.
the same. I'm the same. I don't go after, like, if I'll even if we're in an agreement, like I usually maybe I'll do one DM and be like, yo, bro, like, did you ever send that
Yeah.
thing? And if I still don't get nothing, like, I don't ask
Yeah.
anymore. You know what I mean?
Just a double check, and then
Yeah.
after that,
That's
yeah.
it. Okay, guys. So the number that I put on is 34. Okay. I think from what I'm reading in the chat, it's my homie Nathan Nedick, longtime homie Nathan Nedick.
There you go.
Been here for a long time. I think Knives Are Life got close. That's 37. Yeah, I think it's Nathan. It's 34, and Nathan did 36. So congratulations, Nathan Nedick. Hit me up. You can hit me up on Instagram because we're on personal terms, so no need to prove your identity to me because I already know who you are. And he says, great episode, by the way. Nathan.
Oh, heck yeah, man. Heck
This
yeah.
is a good one, bro.
Yeah,
Every
I had a
time I have
blast.
episodes like this, I always think like, fuck, I should have guests every week again. But then I'll get like some guests that are not so good, or sometimes like people will cancel and I get so pissed, dude. And I'm just like, I could carry the show on my own. I don't fucking need this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know?
Nah, man.
This is a good one.
I used to do my live stream. Actually, I would kick off like 9 or 9:15, but I started holding off on doing them. Instead of doing the live, I started just designating the time to do more recording, to be honest.
Yeah.
But I'd be down to hop on some Monday nights. And
yeah, man, we'll talk about it in the DMs for sure, especially when I got some cool topics and shit. Okay, so Nathan Nedick won that one, and I'm giving away this one right here. This is some Fintiso knife. I don't even know what it is.
Yeah.
But this is a budget aluminum button lock. I'm assuming it's 14C28N. Yes, it's 14C28N. It's from Fintiso. I don't know what it is.
They do a good job.
They're coming up. They're definitely like making some models, and I'm like, oh shit, okay, pretty cool.
Yeah, they're doing a good job. I mean, for like $50 knives, they got potential.
Definitely. Let me do the number right now. I'm gonna do. All right, from 1 through 60, go.
MWK, man, if you want to post the links to both the channels, you can, man.
Yes, please do that. Mods, please post the links to his channels.
I
Instagram,
saw
YouTube.
He was asking about my other channel.
On TikTok?
No, I have a separate YouTube channel that so right now I sometimes cross-post content on, I have 2 channels. The other one just hit 2,000.
High Gball. Is that what it's called? That's what Louis just said right now.
It's
oh no, he means High Gball. I thought he meant that was your other channel.
Somebody said I should make a channel like that. Here, hold on. I'll put a link in the chat. Oh, I might not be able to put a link in the chat.
You got to do it with your others. You probably could.
I think only a mod can do it. Maybe MWK can do it.
Yeah, MWK do it, bro. Oh, MWK, I have your topic like in the fucking thing, and I should have talked about it, but I lost track of time, which was like clones versus counterfeits. Are they okay? We'll have to talk about this in another episode because like this is a fucking 20-minute conversation probably. All right, do you guys have all your numbers in right now? Let's see. We got
30 more seconds.
I know. Get them in. Get them in, yo. Get them in.
Yeah,
Man,
Dr. Prepper,
and please, like,
MWK.
get people to join the YouTube channel members and the patreon.com/everydaycitycarry. You get an extra episode on Sunday with Kelly and me doing like current events. We do reaction videos. We're super funny. The baby is in the fucking podcast. If you want to see her, she's super cute on there. And it's just a completely different show than any of the other shows that I do. So, and also like, if you want access to it, but you don't want to join Patreon, you can get access to the episodes on YouTube channel memberships. And it comes out every Sunday in the morning, like 8 a.m. ish. It'll be in the YouTube community tab. It's private. It's only for members. So
Very nice.
but Patreon is fucking super dope because I get to just kind of hang out there. And honestly, it's an excuse for me to like talk to my wife for an hour, which is, I would say this. If we didn't do that every week, I don't think we would talk to each other for an hour straight, like just sitting down, no phones, no nothing. I just don't think it happens. Like an hour straight, no interruptions. It's just me and her talking.
Yeah.
So we do that, and it's fucking almost counseling, almost, honestly. Sometimes we're fighting on it, and people are like laughing in the comments. Like, all right, I see that people are I think Henry G is the winner. His number is 48, and the number is 4. Oh, wait, actually, there are two. Oh, shit, it's Todd Carr. No, it's Todd Carr and Henry G. You got to do a sudden death right now because Todd Carr has 50 and Henry G has 48. So they are both one away. The number was 49. So Todd Carr and Henry G, you will need to guess again. It is just between you two. If I am incorrect on that, please let me know. But I do think those are the two that have it, 50 and 48, and the number was 49.
Yeah. if as long as you ain't doing, if you're just doing closest to it,
yeah,
then yep, that's right. Looks good.
Okay. They're both on steroids. That's MWK's line every time in the giveaway. Like, they're on steroids. Like every time, bro. While we're waiting for the numbers to come in, like, what is a knife that you checked out recently that you really like?
Ooh, that I really, really like. I can tell you one that's, I don't want to get lost on it too much, but I'll tell you one that was surprising was the QSP Hornbill.
Oh, yeah, that's nice. I saw your video on it. It looks super nice.
Yeah, that was surprisingly good, man.
Wow.
I just literally cleaned off my table so I could have access to it. The Mini Mystic is sweet. I really like
Mini
that.
Mystic is fire.
The Mini Momo. Love this one, dude.
Can you sell Gweg on the vest? That's what it says. Like, is he talking about you? Can you sell Gweg on the vest? That's what Iowa AK just said.
Oh,
The
maybe
Mini Momo is a banger, bro. I love that knife.
Yeah. It's, dude, talk about
So
a pokey, slicey bugger.
Yep. It went from like a, folding like chef's knife, kitchen knife type thing to like an actual EDC knife now. The Mini Momo, I think, is pretty good for EDC in my opinion.
Yeah. No question.
The range is 1 through 60, Todd Carr.
Yeah, much more manageable for most people, I would say. Like the full size one's awesome. Like it's massive, it's cool, but this one's gonna be much more manageable for everybody.
Yeah, I have the blue one and I really like it. I think I have two big Momos and one small one. Did you get Kizer's new stuff?
The
The
February
one for
stuff?
next week, yeah.
It's supposed to be here any day.
It's very like, we'll talk about it in the DMs. I guess we can't really fucking talk about it.
Yeah,
but I do like them. But I think people are gonna be surprised. Like, that's what I think. I like them. I showed some of them to the New York City boys, and they were like, "Yo, that one looks weird," but I fucking like it. So, let's see. Okay, so Henry G guessed 12, and Todd Carr guessed 13. That is hilarious. Yo, Todd Carr is the winner. It's 21.
Oh man,
that's so funny. Yo. That is so hilarious, yo. Todd, hit me up. I think you just won, so I have your address already. So proving your identity, you don't have to. Oh, are you the guy in Canada? I have to send it to your boy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, just send me an email, say I won the Fintiso, and then Nathan, you can just shoot me a DM and say that you won the Trevisa. I forgot what this is called, bro, but we gotta do it like that. But yo, thanks for doing this, man. I have to get to my daughter and shit. Sorry to rush out, but hit me up in the DMs. We'll plan another one of these soon. Everyone subscribe to Gball. This is your boy Ray, and this is the Everyday City Carry podcast saying peace.